from my own experience, what I've had, I think all of them. 10 things I have heard people. 10 things I have had people tell me about my scars. Number 1. Is that lipstick? Number 1. It's just for attention. Now, I made a video about the reasons why I self-harmed, reasons people self-harm. I don't know if it's up yet, but part of it is attention, part of it is like a scream for help, and a large part of it is not. It has many purposes. I'm not saying you should do it, but there are many reasons why people do. And saying it's for attention really demeans it. So where it might partly be true, depends per person. It's not gonna help, it's gonna make someone feel worse. Like I've heard stuff like that from my mum when I just told her I self-harmed, which makes sense. She was shocked, and now she understands better why I did it, but that stuff is not helping, and I came from someone who would want to help me. That stuff makes people feel worse and makes it more of a taboo subject, which stops people from speaking up when they have it. So that is a really shitty thing to say in general. You know, it's making it harder for people who self-harm to get help. 2. This one's really annoying. What is that? People would point at my arm and just say, what's that? Seriously, you don't know what it is. Now, I had this really cute encounter at work. I was working with this guy and we got along really well. Like, I liked him, I had nothing against him. He had never been rude to me before or anything, and he just looked at my arms and said, what's that? And usually when anybody referred to my scars, I would get really embarrassed or really awkward, and I would just be like, nothing. But I was kind of done with it, so I just got said like a ridiculous thing, which obviously wasn't. I said, oh, that's eczema. Apparently he was serious when he asked, what's that? Or he was trying to not make it awkward, but either way that's kind of cute, because he was like, oh yeah, I have eczema as well. Yeah, I have it here, and you couldn't see what I just said. I have it here, he said. He talked about like his eczema and how he dealt with it and stuff, and I was just like, that's really cute. Like, you think this is what eczema looks like, but that's kind of weird. But either that or you got from my answer that it was not the right question to ask, and I'm trying to make it less awkward. Either way, that's cute. But that very same day, I went to the break room, and a girl that I also liked sat with me, and I guess she saw my scars for the first time. She just looked at them and asked me, what's that? So I gave the same answer, eczema. She was like, no, that's not eczema. So I was trying to be nice. In my head I was literally like, then why did you ask? You know what it is. Why? Anyway, and I was with 2 other people who were in that, was in like the smoking area, so we were the 4 of us, and the 2 other people looked really uncomfortable. And I was like, well, I'm gonna just end this, because I see the other girl wants to speak up for me, but doesn't know if she should. I've been there before. I see the sign of just like, like, it was obvious she wanted to say something. So not only are you making this awkward for me, you're making this awkward for her as well, and that guy who is just staring at the floor. So she was like, I hate that as well, like, ew. So I was like, oh yeah, I love when people point out my scars and react in disgust. And she's like, oh really? And that's when the other guy spoke. I was like, no, of course not. You're being really insensitive. So her break, and then we don't all take breaks at the same time, so she just walked out, and we were friends after. She never apologized. I don't think she felt like she said anything wrong. But the girl, I kind of had a laugh over it after she left, so it was all fine. But don't ask what is that. It's really annoying. You know what it is. except for that one guy who didn't, which I can forgive. I don't mind it then. 3. Oh my god, what did you do to yourself? I was at school and I had a presentation with this other girl, with my friend Matilda actually. You already saw her in 1 or maybe 2 videos, depends on when this goes up. For English, we live in the Netherlands, so it's like we have a conversation in English with each other. Our teacher judges us and then we go. And Matilda wasn't there yet, so I was just sitting on the table waiting. And it was like 500 degrees outside, so I had on this like 50s dress with those puff sleeves that go up to here. So she literally walked up to me, grabbed my arm, really tight as well, and she pulled it towards us. I was like, what have you done to yourself? Which makes it really awkward. I don't really know what the purpose is of that, because like, I love her, she's a great teacher, awesome person. That was really awkward though. And it also, like, it doesn't make me react the same way she does. I'm not gonna be like, you're right with it, what did I do to myself? Like, I've been living with these girls for years. This is not new information for me that I have them. So I'm not gonna rethink my decisions. It's done. I've already accepted, like, this is what my arms and my legs look like. I don't care anymore. I have completely and totally accepted it. So if you're trying to make me feel worse about something that I can't change, that's not gonna help. And I know she would want to help. She's really nice. But also, it's not gonna make me think like that. I've had them for years. I've accepted them completely. I don't even think about it anymore. You know, if I'm in a t-shirt, even if people are staring, I have to like think, oh wait, yeah, that's what they're staring about. Like, I have these like 5 seconds of, why are people looking at me? Because I completely forget that they're there. So that doesn't help. It just makes it really awkward. And I pretend I need to go to the bathroom and waited in the bathroom until Matilda texted me that she was there. Number 4. Now this is often said when people are still self-harming. You'll regret that. Those scars are going to be there forever. You'll regret that. First of all, I don't. I don't regret it. They helped me when I didn't really have any other coping mechanism. And right now, if you could give me a magic potion that would take my scars away and make my arms look normal again, I wouldn't take it. This is what my arms look like. I would feel like not myself if they changed. It's like giving you a magic potion to make your arms like a different shape or to give them freckles or whatever. You wouldn't be you anymore. So no, I don't regret them. And don't let people bring you down when they say that. You might not regret them. That's up to you. You can learn to accept yourself who you are. And it's not gonna help. Because I think the motive behind saying that is to get them to stop. But all you're doing is making them feel worse. It's like saying to someone who binges, you're fat, you should eat healthy. Which makes them feel worse about themselves, which makes them binge. Which then, you know, you get the vicious circle, you know, that makes them feel bad because they just binged. To deal with that, they binge. Same with cutting. You'll regret that. It's also kind of saying you're stupid. You're doing something stupid. You're done. Well, now I feel worse about myself. I'm gonna cut. And I talked about this in my mental illness video. My toxic mindsets, it's not their fault. It's always your responsibility. But what I'm saying to the people who are trying to help by saying you'll regret that doesn't help. It makes people feel worse, which makes them cut, which makes them feel worse, which makes them cut. That's not a great way to get out of it. I think the best way to stop cutting is therapy. Learn better coping mechanisms and gain self-confidence, not lose it more. Number 5. Why did you do that? Now, sometimes those people are looking for an answer. Sometimes it's more like the, oh my god, look what you've done to yourself, but phrased as a question that they don't really want an answer to. Either way, I don't give them an answer. Because I don't feel like explaining it. That's like, I made a video about that, like 15-minute explanation every time somebody asks. I it's none of your business why I did that. And it's kind of annoying because they are on display, but that still doesn't make it anybody else's business. Like right now we're going through a heat wave. Yeah, I'm wearing a t-shirt. There's a freaking heat wave. I'm also sleeping in my dad's study because it's way too hot in the room that I'm now recording in. And when I'm done recording, I'm gonna leave. It's really hot. I am wearing a freaking t-shirt, and it doesn't give you the right to ask me these very deeply personal questions. Number 6. Do you still do it? Same as why did you do it? Those questions I only accept from close family members, close friends. Like, I might not answer, but I don't get angry. And doctors, therapists, why did you do it? Do you still do it? I don't accept those questions from anybody else. It's none of your business. That is deeply personal. Number 7. Ew. Enough said. Ew. That makes me feel like I have some like weird disease, or like I'm really dirty. It really breaks my self-confidence down to just be, if you're walking around and people are just like, stop it. It's not contagious. It's not gonna stick to your fingers when you touch it. It's scars. Loads of people have scars. I have one on my ankle from when I broke my ankle. People don't say ew when they see that one. Stop it. Number 8. I also talked about this in my toxic mental illness mindsets video. Me too. I used to cut as well, but I went way deeper. That's another thing that is gonna be number 9. Spoiler alert. When I tell you something deeply personal, like about my cutting, what I don't want is to be interrupted within the first 5 words that I speak with your story. I feel like when it comes to mental illness, people just forget how to be respectful. Maybe let someone finish, react to what they say. Show that you are listening and that you're interested, and then go on to your story. Number 9. Did I do that one? Yes. Mine is worse. Oh, you were cutting? Yeah, but I cut way deeper. Oh, you only cut on your arms? Yeah, I cut off my whole body. Oh, you only cut? Yeah, I also burned myself. It is not a competition. And I talked about that in my mental illness toxic mindsets video as well. It is not a competition. That is sick, and I've definitely felt like this. Like, I need to prove that mine is worse, or else I don't count. That is a sick mindset, and it's gonna make it way worse. It's also gonna push people away because nobody likes to share something deeply personal and then hear, oh, mine's worse. I have it worse than you, and that'd be the only reaction, which it usually is. You're gonna push people away with that kind of behavior, and it's not helping. And number 10, it is childish. It's just a phase. It's stupid. I already talked about this. Making people feel worse is not helping. Because usually this comes from people who want to help, whose objective is to stop people from cutting or stop a specific individual from cutting. Making them feel worse about themselves isn't going to help. And again, it puts a bigger stigma on the whole self-harm thing, which makes it harder for people to actually speak out about it. They will be more ashamed of it, which will make it take longer before they get the help they need. So you're doing way more harm than good with comments like these.